here. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing. And today we're going to do the very popular disco ball nails, the holographic disco ball nails. I'm going to kind of put my own twist on it. And we just removed Jandy's nail art. So you'll see a little bit of brown here and there. But we're going to use black as our base color. So I figured a little bit of brown wouldn't hurt. So let's get this cleaned off. All right, so she is all cleaned off. I'm just going to use a little bit of protein bond to get us going. You just want to wait for your swipe, your young nail swipe. That's what I'm using. You can also use alcohol. And that also dehydrated the nails. So now if I can get my little protein bond open. Here we go, I got it. All right, we're going to use our protein bond to make sure that our gel stays on really nicely. These should be a lot of fun, though. I'm excited to do this nail set. I've been seeing it all over Instagram and TikTok, and I hadn't been able to get my hands on it yet. So I figured today would be a great day to do it, and we'll do it a little bit differently than I'm seeing it everywhere, because I kind of feel like most people are doing it exactly the same. So I want to kind of put my own little twist on it as I do. But it's very much going to be sticking to the same kind of look. All right, so let's get your little nail here. Okay. All right, we're going to let that dry for just a second. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? I am going to grab my, let's see, I'm going to be using black, so I want my black to be handy. And I'm also going to be using a base coat, so I'm going to go on now with my base coat just to give us a nice flat surface to work on. Hello, everybody coming in. Welcome on in. I hope everybody's faring with the storm okay. We are still kind of stuck inside here in Dallas. People have been getting out and on the roads, but those are for the people really who have to get out. You know, if you don't have to get out, it's best to stay in. So that's what we've been doing. We've kind of ran out of our food and stuff, but hopefully we can get out and go tomorrow. Is everybody else stuck in the bad weather? Or hey, Becky. Okay. Becky, we're doing disco balls. Disco ball nails. Should be a lot of fun. Becky had the flu, Jandy. I didn't get a chance to tell you yet because you went to bed so early.
She traveling?
No, she's at home. Hopefully we'll get to see her this week. Okay, in the nuker, Jandy, for 1 minute. And I'm going to be using, so for my base layer, for my background, I'm going to use black. On top of the black, this is Madame Glam's Perfect Black, which is always great to work with. And then I'm going to go in with my holographic. This is a really nice holographic too. I don't know if you can tell. Probably not a whole lot. But it's called Golden Time. So we'll use a little bit of Golden Time. And then we're going to go in with some dark disco ballish glitters, which I cannot wait. Cannot wait to get them on her nails.
Sandra said it was 90 degrees yesterday and 47 degrees
Oh
this
my
morning.
gosh, Sandra, that's nuts. Wow. That's a huge difference. It's been freezing here, so. But hopefully, today it was warmer. It got up to 40. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get even warmer. We are supposed to have, though, something little blow through tonight. Okay, I'm going to go in with my perfect black. Let me grab my little bit of detailer, too, just in case, because I know I'll probably have to get in there on the back and side walls a little bit better. All right. Let's get this polished here. I'm hoping to just do one round of black, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks. I'm just going to get as close as I can, and then I'm going to move on to the next nail.
Do you remember the Shiny Disco Balls song?
No. Who is it from? Tell me who it's from. Surely I will.
I think I know that one.
You don't know it either? Jandy's going to look it up.
So.
Is that what you're doing, Jandy? Looking it up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, tell me who it's from. Who sings it? I'm wondering why I don't already know it. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of the black on my palette here. And I'm just going to do 2 nails at a time because I don't want her to get dirty, which we're both really good at getting dirty. So I want to be careful with this one. Okay, get my brush kind of loaded up here. I'm just going to get it a little bit closer to the cuticle. I again went a little bit too far on this one. There we go. At least I was able to clean it up nicely.
Who the Funk?
Who the Funk? Why do I not know this song? I know Who the Funk, so surely know the song.
Big hit during the EDM days.
Yeah, I have to know that song. I want to get this back here a little bit better. Okay, looks good. All right, let me get in here. Load my brush up again. I'm going to get as close as I can to the cuticle without, I was just about to say without getting too close to the cuticle, but I just did. Let's see if I can clean it up real quick. Okay, I think I got it. Sometimes my eyesight is not as good as it should be. From the distance I am.
Sugar says hi.
Hey, Sugar. How's y'all's weather doing? Okay, I'm going to give this a quick zap. And I think one layer is going to do it. Just a quick little zap under the light just to hold everything in place so it doesn't run into the cuticle area. Let's do this one. Okay, that should be good enough. Your nails look so pretty with Dorda's gel on them, by the way.
Yeah, they're strong.
Are they? You noticed it too?
I was trying to get the trash can moved.
Uh-huh.
And slipped off and didn't break any of them.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's nice. I can't wait to do my nails with it. Yeah, it wasn't quite time for her to have a rebalance, so we just decided we would just do nail art today, which should be a lot of fun. Okay, let's get this one. Some of her nails are a little bit more curvy than others. So on the curvier ones, I just try to be a little bit more, give myself some room. Okay, Let's go in, get up close to the cuticle on this one. Okay, and on our side walls, just getting in a little bit tighter. Hopefully my big head doesn't get in the way. I think I'm giving myself enough room, but.
Oh, Sugar says, I'm so sorry. I had my live set at 5:55, which is 10 minutes.
Oh,
I'll
you're
have you on
fine.
while I'm live.
Yeah, you're on fine. I mean, you're fine. I should be pretty quick too. I did see that, so I'll be on yours after I finish up here. This should be, though, pretty easy. Yep, by the way, guys, I come on, if you're not aware, I come on live every, let me go ahead and zap you real quick, every Tuesday and Thursday at 4:30 Pacific, not Pacific Standard Time, Central Time. And then other days through the week if I have the extra time and energy. And we do something fun or something that's like a trendy viral thing, or maybe we do a little bit of gel biob or refills or a new set. Never know. Okay, so far this is looking pretty good, and I think the one coat is going to be just fine. Because we're going to have that glitter on the next layer anyway, and that's going to be pretty, the holographic glitter is going to be pretty predominant. We're not going to skimp on any holographics today. Have you guys seen the disco ball nails? The holographic disco balls with the little square glitters, which I have square glitter, but I wanted to kind of change it up, do something a little bit different. So I figured we would use the darker glitters that are holographic, and they're a little bit different shape than what I've been seeing everywhere. So I figured that would be kind of fun. Do a little bit different. This ball is very popular. Especially, I think, right now with it being the first of the year and all the holographic things, all the sparkly things are in full force. Okay, and the Nucra Jandy, if you would.
I don't think I've seen them.
You haven't seen them? Gosh, I'm surprised. They're everywhere on the pages, you know. The pages of the thing. All right, so next I'm going to use my holographic glitter, and again, it's called Golden Time. But I figured this was my most holographic glitter. So we're going for maximum holographic impact. And she's got about one more second in this nuker.
30 seconds was all.
Yeah. Yeah, you are all done. Okay, we're going to put a nice layer on top of this black. So easy enough so far. And I'm going to leave probably a little bit of room around that nail for that black to come through. Just because we can. But that's so pretty. Okay, let's get this one.
Sandra said, no, I haven't seen them. I have to do better at finding what's trending so I can grow my channel.
Yeah, I'm constantly like looking, so unfortunately, I love scrolling on the things. This is so much fun, though. I'm already excited about the way they look, just with this holographic on them. This is such a pretty polish. I don't think I've used this too much. We should have been using this one more. From Madame Glam. It's so pretty too. It's really, really pretty. I'm positive. Because the name doesn't sound as familiar to me as others do. Yeah. I normally don't grab for my holographics though very much for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, nuke for 30 seconds. This one though, is this one? Yeah, this one was from one of their Christmas collections. Yeah, because the bottle was so pretty. I love the little decor on the bottle.
Eva?
It was the one with the ballerina.
Eva says hi.
Hey, Eva. Okay, I'm just going to sprinkle some of these on my little mat here. Just go wild with it. And I'm just going to use my little pointy brush to get these on here. I'm more so going to be focused on the thicker ones, or the bigger ones. And so let's just, I should already have a good tacky surface on here. And I'm just going to kind of put these, let me zoom you guys in a hair. Okay, if I need a smaller one somewhere, then I'll come back and do the smaller. Let's see if I can get these picked up here. Let me grab my black again. I'm just going to put my black right here by me, my little black polish. So when I need to be able to grab these, I can just easily pick them up. Okay, here's a smaller one. I'm going to just put it right back here. Oh yeah, that's so cool looking. Okay. Let's put this one here. I'm just kind of doing 2 rows on this little man. And I'm kind of switching them back and forth between the bigger little balls and the smaller ones. A little bit smaller. They're all big. And then on the tip, I'm just going to leave one. There we go. That's so cool looking, Jandy. Okay, let's get this one. And I don't want to go too far back on that cuticle area, because then it might kind of become hard to camouflage. I don't want anything running over onto the, oh, you know, I have one on here, onto her skin or anything. There's a little bitty one. We'll just leave that there. Here we go. We'll put one in the center. Oh, that's really cool looking. I'm so glad we did the darker glitters, the darker holographics. It's really pretty. Let's put a littler one at the tip. If you need to overlap just to get it, you know, as many on there as you can, it won't be a big deal. It's so pretty. That one though, I needed that one to be, there we go. Okay, this one picked up too, but I can just scoot it over. Because I think, you know, if you don't have them just right next to each other, it's going to still come out really pretty. Now, if you have the other glitters, the lighter ones, it might be a little bit more noticeable if you don't fill them in exact. But luckily, with us having that blow, you really can't tell if there's a tiny bit of space.
Nuria said hi.
Hey, Nuria. Ooh, I just grabbed a tiny one. Let's just put some little tinies right there. Uh-oh, I just took that one off. Let's try this again. There we go. And let's do one more at the tip. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. All right, next. This is really kind of going fast too, isn't it? I thought it would be a little bit more time consuming having to do like each one, but honestly, it's not bad. I do think though it's a little bit more forgiving with the dark. Yeah, I would recommend doing the dark if you don't want to be super duper precise. Let's do a smaller one right here. Okay. Let's do your thumb. Oh, I didn't get one. Probably need to get my brush more wet. Let's do that. There we go. I feel like I can fit one more in the center in here. You just scoot that one down. There we go. It's so cool looking. I hope it's coming off as cool on camera as it is in person, because it really, really looks, it looks like you spent a lot of time doing it, but I know we haven't.
Match my other hand good.
Yeah, it will. That was another reason why I thought we should do that on your hand, because I knew that you've got the other stuff going on over there. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I went on camera. Okay, Nuke. Sorry, guys, if I was off center on that one. You'll get to see, though, plenty. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to get my Build Pink by Young Nails, because we're going to encapsulate it. Make it all just kind of stand out a little bit more. Be super duper pretty. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, remember to subscribe so you can follow the channel. Hit that like button. Let me know if you're enjoying the content. Ooh, those glitters. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun, Jandy. Ah, okay. All right, let's get to encapsulating. I kind of feel like it was so easy. Surprised. Okay, I'm just going straight down with my Build Pink.
You just know what you're doing now.
No, I think it was just a little bit easier for some reason. Okay. I just kind of went straight down the middle with that Build Pink. Squeezed enough out that I would need, and then I'm just going to kind of wrap everything here. Uh-oh, I moved one of my glitters. There we go.
Are these her natural nails?
Yes, they're her natural nails. Aren't they pretty? They look really good. I'm just kind of freezing this into place so it doesn't run too much on me.
What was the stuff though that you used?
The black?
Daughter stuff?
Oh yeah. On her last rebalance, which was last week, last Thursday, we used Dorita's gel to rebalance, which was gorgeous. It's a hard gel, or actually it's a soft gel, but it feels like a hard gel. That's always going to kind of throw me off with hers, because it works like a hard gel, but it's actually a soft gel. Okay, let me get a little bit more going on back here. I'm going to add a tiny bit more. Okay. I'm just making sure that the nail is fully encapsulated with our Build Pink. And then once it is, it should be pretty easy to file everything into place and get a really pretty nail. I'm going to add a little bit more just because I feel like where I am, as far away as I am from Jandy, and with the holographics going on, it's a little hard to tell how thick I am on my gel. So I just gave her a good coat, and we're going to hold that all into place. I might move I want a little bit more back here. Let me just get the tiniest bit. Okay, I'm going to use that in just a second, but let me go ahead and fill this in back here. Sometimes you see something that you didn't see a second ago. Okay. Get that to stay in place. All right. Okay, again, I'm just going to come straight down that nail and then come back and just kind of move this around. And I'm just kind of pulling from that center if I need more gel. Okay, I should still have enough on here. I do. It's a lot of it is at the tip. So I'm going to pull from this tip and just pull it back. Okay, let's get that frozen to place. So they might be a little wonky looking while I'm applying this step, but once we get them shaped up, they're going to be gorgeous. And just picked up another glitter again. It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Maria says hi.
Hey, Maria. I'm going to pull it back a little bit more. Same, pull it from the front to the back because I know my front got a little bit more. I do need a little bit over here in this corner though. Maybe a little bit more.
Sandra says, I just love how Bill Pink enhances every
Oh,
look.
me too.
In the
I do
Encapsulate.
too. It's just gorgeous. So pretty. I see so many rainbows in this. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. All right. That was a little bit bigger, so I was a little bit more generous. And now I'm just going to kind of pull from that center. And I'm, again, what I probably would do differently, because I feel like I'm moving my glitter around a little bit. So next time I would probably do a little bit more of a tacky layer before I lay the holographic larger glitters down. Just to make sure that I'm not going to move stuff around so much. Am I in screen, Jandy? Okay, yeah, I am. Good. Okay, let's pull some of this over here. I feel like I need a little bit more on this nail to get everything encapsulated. Let's see. Yeah, maybe just a hair more. Whoop. Sometimes it makes a little bit of a bubble. But I've never had a problem, though, with it keeping the bubble in there, so. Okay, let's pull this down and back because I need a little bit more back here again. Okay, nuker, Jandy. Nuker up. Let me get my cap on here. I probably added way more Bill Pink than I needed to, really, but it just makes it easier. We can still file it off. All right. Let me put my little brush up while she's in the nuker. And I'll get my, let's get this back out here. I'm going to go ahead and change bits. And I think I'm still going to use my sanding band, but I'm going to use a little bit heavier gridded sanding band because I know we probably have to come down a little bit of a ways. Okay. She's got about 30 more seconds, so I guess I can hold off. No, I'm moving like a little fast. Normally, I'm behind.
So it's 30 seconds.
No, you got 30
Oh.
more. Yep, and then you'll be ready. Yeah, let me show you guys what I'm seeing. Let me look it up real quick. So they look a little bit different than mine, but I can show you guys what they look like, what most people are doing. So most people are doing something similar to, let's see. Let me find it. I know I've got it saved on Pinterest. Okay, it should be coming up here in a sec. Okay, so most people are doing a look similar to this with more of like a silver glitter. Another example, because I'm sure I have one in here. Yeah, here is another example where somebody used different shaped, larger glitters on top of the holographic. And there is one other, if I can find one on here quickly, but you guys kind of get the idea for what I'm seeing. So mine is a little bit darker version. Yeah, I kind of can't find any more right now. Oh wait, here's one. So the silver is very, very pretty. So mine are just going to be a little bit different, but I think though they're looking really good. I like the dark. Okay, let's get the tacky surface wiped down so we can file these nails into shape. Okay. All right, let me get my e-file on. And I'm going to put it on 15,000 RPMs because we've got some ways to go. I think I built a pretty good thickness. Although I don't want to take off my glitter. If I feel like I'm getting a little close, I'm just going to kind of stop. If you take off a glitter though or two, we can always add it back on. So I'm not concerned about it, but I want to go a little thinner here. A little thinner here. Ooh, I just kicked off another one. It's okay. I still want it a little bit thinner. Okay. So right now I'm just kind of making sure it's got the apex in there, and it does. I don't have to make sure it's got a huge apex because I actually have an apex built into her nail. But I do want it to look rather thin. A thinner nail. I don't want it to be huge and bulky. Just a little bit through here. Okay. I'm kind of curious, that one where we kicked off a glitter, I'm curious how much it's going to affect the look once we finish here. I'll probably add it back on just in case. It can still come down a little bit more through here. Okay, looks good. They're going to be probably a little bit more bulkier just because that glitter is big. Although we only have one layer of it, so maybe it'll be okay. This one I was kind of hitting the glitter a little sooner. Oh, I just picked some off. Okay. It'll be interesting to see how we fix that.
To the side, just a little bit, I think.
Ah, there we go. The front a little thinner.
Tosha Rae said hi.
Hey, how are you? Let's come down a little bit more through here. And at the tip. On my side. Okay, I feel like it's looking pretty good, Jandy. Let's get you cleaned off, get me cleaned off, all of us cleaned off.
Tosha Rae, I missed your last live. How are you?
Ah, doing good. Doing real good. Okay, let's get her dusted off. Put this out of the way. Okay, I'm going to go around with my file if I need to, and I'm assuming I probably need to a little bit. Let's see, what did I do with my file? Oh, here it is. I'm always losing stuff. Okay. I'm going to kind of take this a wee bit thinner right through here. Okay. Let's just kind of smooth it out just a little bit on the side and the back. Let's get our front as narrow as we can get it without removing our pretties. Okay. I'm curious to see how much glitter we took off. I feel like we might have taken off more than I anticipated. We'll see. If so, then we know you got to leave some more room. Okay. Let's see. I'll kind of look from her profile, from client profile, to make sure I got my shape in there real nice. Uh-oh, I saw another one come out. It's okay. We're probably going to have that problem. Because I have a tendency to like to go a little bit slimmer on the nail than I think you have to allow for this design. Okay, ready. Let's get things cleaned up so we can have a look. We did pull off some of our glitter. Okay, so we're going to have to go back with a little bit and just make sure we fill in any little gaps. So now we know that you have to leave a little bit more room. You can't go as thin as you'd like to. Still, though, I think these are going to be gorgeous.
Do you have to encapsulate when you put?
You don't have to encapsulate it, but I think it'll be pretty. I think what I'll do, let me go in with a little bit of this. I'm going to go back into our glitter. We've got enough black on there. Let me just go in with a little bit of glitter on my palette. And then where we need to add, we're just going to add a little here and there. Okay, so I can see we've got a good amount missing through here. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this holographic on my brush and pick up some more of those pieces. This might actually look even cooler since it's going to be a little bit layered, you know. I could. We'll see. I want one more, I think, right here. And I want a little bit more glitter. You know what's weird? These, probably because we don't have a top coat on it, but they went a little matte. But I don't think that it will matter. Like some of the glitters. Okay, I want to put a little bit more in through here. I think we're good. And then I may put some over here. Because I think if we like kind of double stack it or something, it's not going to be a big deal. If we lay over any of the glitters. Okay. This one looks pretty darn good. I think I'm going to put one more just in through here. So let's set one here and here and here. Maybe one more little one right there. Okay. I know we lost some in the middle on this one. The middle back. So I'm just going to kind of stay focused on that area. At least this is really kind of fast. So if you do have to add, it's not a big deal. Oop, pick up one more. Okay. And let's see, maybe in through here. In through here a little bit. And let's do a little bit back here. I think the rest look good. All right. Okay, one more. Maybe one more. Need some more glitter underneath this one. Okay, nuke. And you'll just nuke it for, let's do 30 seconds, Shandy. Because the Madam Glam is 30 seconds, so that should set everything kind of into place. And then I think we may just be able to top coat it with just like a thicker layer of top coat. I think that will still work. Let me get my top coat out. I'm going to use my soap gel because it's a really nice consistency. And that should do our trick. I'm just going to fold this over while we work. All right. Let me start with this one. Oh yeah, the holographics popped out on that. Real nice. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. You know what? I kind of thought like when I was going to do these today, I was honestly thinking that I kind of couldn't imagine doing these on a client. But really, it's not that fast. I mean, it's not that long of a process. I'm quite impressed. It's not bad at all. I would do these on a client.
Jessa,
Thank you, Jessa. Now I've put this on a little thicker, so I just want to make sure I'm wiping it off if it gets on our skin. It really is. And you know what, guys? You can tell the difference between that first layer of glitter and the second one. It does look more dimensional. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Good mistake then.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but yes. So it kind of works in your favor if you kick some of those glitters off. Okay, might have to do 2 rounds of top coat just because I feel like the thumbnail is going to need another coat. We'll see. Okay, nuke that for 1 minute, Jandy. But yeah, this is not a bad process to do. I would definitely do this on a client. That's not bad. I've done harder nail art, let's put it that way. Harder and much longer. But we'll see how the one layer is going to coat this. Okay, she's got 1 minute in the light. 1 minute. Let's see how your other ones are doing, how your oil slick nails are doing. Let's see, her oil slick nails still going strong, although she's picking at her skin. But otherwise, they look pretty cool. Let me get, I'm going to back up just a wee bit so we can see your whole hand. Yeah, looking good. Let's get you with a little bit of cuticle oil on that one too. Let's see. Well, she's got a couple more seconds, so. I'm just going to rub this in real quick. Jandy, do you ever come in here and put on cuticle oil? You don't, do you?
Mm-mm.
I didn't think you did. You should.
Like
I know you don't, but it's good for you. Okay, let's see your other hand. All right, I'm going to take one of my fingers that does not have oil on it, and I'm just going to kind of feel and see if we need to do a second top coat on all of them or just the thumb. I think one more coat on all will be nice. Will be super nice. I'm just going to kind of stick to the top. I felt like that was the only place where I really felt the glitters. So yeah, if you encapsulate, go ahead and leave a little bit more room for the encapsulation. So you'll want to build the nail a little bit higher than if you're going for like a natural nail look. Because I have a tendency, I like my nails pretty thin and I like them to look very natural. But this look, yeah, you're going to have to leave a little bit of room for your glitter. It's pretty. I did get a little bit of that top coat on your skin. There we go. Oh, they're so pretty, Jandy. They're so sparkly. Okay, for 60 seconds. All right, let's get your hand lotioned up. That needs some TLC. There we go. So where are you guys from? If I don't know where you're from already, where are you guys at? Or if you want to mention where you are in the chat, so everybody can see. I love seeing where everybody's from. We are in Dallas, Texas. It doesn't feel like Dallas at the moment. It feels very, very chilly. Iowa, very nice. I've always wanted to go to Iowa. Okay, she's got 15 more seconds. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Iowa. I hear it's pretty there. And that there's a lot of history, I've heard, which I love. I'm a big history buff. I love my history. Oh, those are very cool, Jandy. Oh my gosh, guys, what do you think? Aren't those pretty? Okay, let's look from client profile. Let's just kind of look at each nail and see if we've got a nice shape going on. This one's a little bit off shape. So let me.
RB is in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Very cool. I haven't been there either. Actually, I've got some cousins, though, from North Carolina. They love it there. Okay, this is looking pretty good.
Jessa said those are so cool.
Aren't they cool? I love them. Yes, disco nails. I'm just going to try to thin this out the tiniest bit and make sure my tips look, that it's got a nice shape on it. Looking good.
Sandra said you're
Yes, which I have been to Florida. I love it. Florida was gorgeous. Also has a lot of history.
Kim Renee, the eastern side that borders the Mississippi River is nice. The western side is flat.
Oh, I didn't know that, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Well, you know, Texas is so flat. I know sometimes I see some pictures, you know, they claim that it's like Texas, but honestly, we don't have mountains and we've got like little hills, but we don't have no mountains. But I see some stuff on TikTok be looking like we have blue water and you know, mountains and stuff, and we do not. So if you see anything like that, it's not actually Texas. It is not too pretty here. I think if you love a lot of sunshine, it's pretty here. If you love kind of desertish kind of weather, you might like Texas. Okay, I'm just making sure that if there's any top coat that kind of came off and is touching her skin, I'm just going around and disconnecting that.
Flying too far? Oh, McAllen.
Oh, McAllen, wow.
Hope it's warm.
Oh yeah, it should be warm in McAllen. When are you going?
Friday.
Friday? Ooh, I don't know though. I'm hearing them say, so we've got a little bit more winter weather coming through tonight. And then they're saying, are we still going to see some winter weather this weekend? So you might want to check the weather because if we've got another winter storm coming through, you expect it to be about 20s and 30s with a good wind chill, okay? So a lot of times it doesn't seem like it's too cold here, but the wind chill will get you. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty, Jandy. I love those. What do you guys think?
Tasha's in
Do you love
Louisiana.
them? Hey, Tasha in Louisiana. Oh my gosh, those are so pretty. I love them. Let me see with your other ones. Let's see what they look like together as a set. I always like it when the nails kind of match, but they're not exact. Yes, I love that. Oh my God. That's such an awesome pairing. I didn't know it was going to look that cool together. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, if you want this tutorial, go check out my nails from last Thursday. They look great with this design. It's honestly so cool looking. Ah, I love those. All right, guys, we are out of here until Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I will see you then. Again, thank you for coming in and chit-chatting. And I hope you enjoyed this little quick nail art tutorial. It's been a lot of fun. They came out gorgeous. I love them, especially though with this nail, especially with this set. They look really, really pretty together. Okay, we will catch you very soon. All right, have a good evening. All right, bye-bye, everybody.